What's up, Mrparka here, and I got another movie to review. This one was sent to me. It's the same company, Independent Entertainment. It's been sent to me by MBD. They released Face Lock as well, Independent Entertainment. But this one caught my attention, obviously, because of the case. It looked like it might be really screwed up. Anonymous Internet Sex Addiction. Don't we all have that? Come on. I'm just kidding. But anyways, it's called Defiled. And basically, by the back, I was expecting some immaculate, disgusting special effects. Look at it. That's pretty sweet. Anyways, the film opens up basically with a girl who's, she basically is in bed and she gets molested immediately. And then she says, hello, Kitty. And the guy's like, what? Why'd you say the special word? Anyways, basically you find out that this woman enjoys rape fantasy. She basically posts online and has people come in and fuck the shit out of her. She is from a perfect little family. Well, she's the perfect part of the family. Everyone thinks she's great and everything. It's not her. I don't know who this is. But anyways, basically there's more than meets the eye. Obviously she's messed up in the head and she has a lot of problems. What happened to her unfolds later on, and some juicy scenes, some pretty cool scenes. There's a couple scenes worth mentioning, but overall, I thought that it's kind of lackluster a little bit. Anyways, as the film unfolds, you meet her family, her mom and dad, pretty typical. Her sister's really the only other major point of this movie, and, of course, a friend of hers. Anyways, what happens is, there's not too much gore in this movie, really. That scene's pretty gory. The opening, actually, before you get to meet her, there's a murder scene. And that's about it. Besides that, a couple people die, you know, a few here and there. I don't want to explain everything. But anyways, as the film progresses, basically the villain comes in. Right here, the guy with the mask. And he basically screws her, but he doesn't leave after that. He decides to stay. He starts toying with her, getting in her head, tying her up. He actually puts a nail through her hand. And besides that, he gets into her mind, gets into her psyche, finds out what makes her tick, why she enjoys it, and it's pretty messed up with the fact that she has a boyfriend who she believes she is a virgin. That's a pretty kind of crazy there. And of course the boyfriend gets in the mix, and the scene where he's provoking the boyfriend and the girl is actually a pretty good scene. But what I didn't really care for the movie was I thought that some of the cameras were used didn't really work well. I thought that a lot of it looked whitewashed. I don't know if it was trying to go for it, but I mean, not so much whitewashed, what I mean, but it was really bright and you really couldn't see what was going on exactly. I thought that it was really dark or really lightened up too much. I thought that the movie suffered from that, and I thought that the movie suffered from some unrealistic character portrayals. I thought that she sometimes did, 1 second her friend dies and then the next second she's like, just get out of here! And it's like, I don't know. I didn't buy that. And the main killer, I really disliked him. I don't know why. I usually like filthy, sleazy villains. Think David Hess, Last One's Left. He's awesome. Nicholas Worth donates her phone. But I didn't care for this guy. Maybe it was his accent, maybe it was the way he was acting, maybe it was the little mask he wore. Just didn't care for the villain. He was a piece of shit, don't get me wrong. But I didn't care for him. And that was lost some points with me because I usually always like the villain. I always want to see him die, but I always like him. I think he's usually a cool character. The better the villain, the better the hero, if that makes any sense, or heroine, or anti-villain, if that makes any sense. But anyways, I just thought that some of it was really lame. At one point, he just throws a rock from quite a distance and hits our heroine in the head and she just collapses. I thought that was too cheesy for this kind of seriously toned movie. But there's a couple of scenes in here and there. Kind of remind me of Captive Files, but not quite as good. That are pretty decent. Like I said, this is pretty cool. And the boyfriend scene in the room is pretty intense. Kind of right there. Because he does some really, really messed up stuff there. But overall, I didn't think this one was that great. The soundtrack was kind of fun, kind of reminded me of the Columbus type soundtrack, which is kind of like a rip from a Dario Argento type deal. But overall, it's a decent way to waste 80 minutes or so. I'm not going to recommend it, but if this sounds like it's up your alley, there is some special features on here. You get to see some trailers and stuff like that, and commentary as well. I think that the movie suffered mostly from the cameras used, and maybe some of the character dialogue, actually. Not the worst movie I ever saw, but not the greatest movie I've ever seen either. I'll show a couple scenes here and there, and you guys can decide for yourself if this is for you. Because, you know, I could blab on for 4 hours, but a scene here and there, you guys will decide if it's for you or not. Okay, thank you, and have a good one. Bye.
Let her go! Ugh.